maybe it will release actually tomorrow after like this new blog post update, whatever they're going to be doing, telling us what's going on with the playground game. Hello everybody guys, JcEcho here, and in today's video I'm talking about the release date for the Playground LTM in Fortnite Battle Royale. So if you have been living under a rock, I'll kind of like summarize what has been happening like for the past few days. So what happened is like this one day they said tomorrow they'll release Playground, they release it, and then when they released it, there was like some major bug with it and they had to take it out the game. And then the day Playground was only up for no more than just a couple hours, and many people could even play because there's a bunch of matchmaking services, airs, and stuff like that, and that was the reason why they took it out. And they kept on saying throughout the day they will bring it back potentially the same day, and then they said, okay, maybe tomorrow, the next day comes around, same thing happens, so they keep saying, oh, maybe later today, we keep working on blah blah blah. And then they said, we won't say anything else about this until July the 2nd next week. So Epic Games could be saying something regarding the Playground limited time game mode in Fortnite Battle Royale tomorrow, and that they haven't confirmed what it's going to be about. They might just be saying we shall work on it maybe like another day or so. Maybe it will release actually tomorrow after like this new blog post update, whatever they're going to be doing, telling us what's going on with the Playground limited time game mode. But whenever it does release, I'll definitely be making a video on it, so make sure to subscribe and click the bell to notifications so you can stay updated with all the Fortnite news. But I have to give a guess release. I would guess potentially July the 3rd, Tuesday, because Tuesdays are always like update days recently, so it seems like a good time to release the limited time game mode. Plus, they're going to be releasing a new gun very soon that was added to the news out, the drum gun that was leaked like a week ago, like a few days ago. I don't know how long ago it was leaked, but it was leaked. It's to go with like one of the detective skins that was leaked also. So this gun will be coming out very soon, and it could potentially be released on Tuesday because Tuesday is the update day. And to release a new gun and the Playground limited time game at the same time could be a good way to do it, so you don't have to add like two separate updates, and they could actually like fix it properly. I'm not for sure, but that's my first guess release date. Or if you're very lucky, they might even release it tomorrow, which I really hope they do, because they can't wait to start playing the new limited time game with Playground. A lot of people want to play it too, because when it first released, a lot of people did get to play, including myself, and I can't wait to play. If you guys have any ideas what you do, like to do solo when the Playground mode does come out for like a video, let me know in the comment section down below, because when it does come out, I want to make a video, of course, talk about it out, showing it off, but doing it solo. Don't want to do anything else that like I was thinking of for later, like short film, stuff like that. I want to do that on like day one of Playground. I want to do something different. So if you have any ideas what I should do for like a solo Playground mode gameplay video on it when it first comes out, let me know in the comment section down below. And also let me know in the comment section below what you're going to do on Playground, what you're most hyped for. And for everyone who doesn't know what Playground it fully is and how it works, I'll quickly talk about it. So Playground is like a private server to consent, because it will have only you squad in that game. So if you run a solo squad, so it'll be only you. If you have like a full squad, it'll only be you full squad. So only up to 4 people in a single match of Playground. Friendly fire is turned on, so you can like 1v1 your friends, 2v2 your friends in like a little free-fall match. But you whenever do fight your friends in this game, plus there is respawn, so when you die you like respawn from like skydiving in the sky, kind of like you jumped out of the battle bus near like where you died. Plus there's 100 llamas in this game, which you can find a bunch of loot from llamas very easily, because like I said, there's 100 llamas in this game mode. And I don't know exactly how much resources has been increased by, but I do know if you mine just like a couple to a few trees, you can get max wood insanely fast. So you can get a bunch of resources insanely fast, like I said. You can build some really amazing things that you could do before, because first, you don't have any interruptions. Plus, you can have a bunch of resources if you want to build like a giant castle, building houses, I don't know, whatever you want to build, you can do that in the Playground limited time game mode. And the spawn rates of chests and ammo crates has been increased to 100%, so wherever you could potentially find a chest or ammo crate, 100% be there in the Playground limited time game mode. And a full Playground match is for 1 hour, so you don't have to worry about the show closing for quite some time. So you can do whatever you want, build whatever you want, go wherever you want, do literally whatever you want. And this is just an amazing game mode that I can't wait to start playing, because there's so many things I want to do in this game mode. And one of the things I want to do is make a bunch of short films, and I even want to do a short film series, which basically means each short film is actually connect to each other in some way. So like for instance, they'll have like the same shoreline that connects for each episode, and as each episode comes out, it'll continue from the same shoreline, but like new things happens, of course. You guys know what I'm talking about, and the Playground mode will make it extremely easy to do, because for anyone who makes short films, you know how hard it is to actually make one, because you don't want to get interrupted by other people like trying to kill you, like ruin the location you're at, anything like that. It's really hard to do in a regular game of solos, or most of the time as solos, like duo squads, whatever you do. It's really hard to do that, but with Playground, without any interruptions, it's so much easier, because if you make your films, you know the struggle is real with like trying to make one, because it takes so long, so many attempts. And with the Playground, it can be so much easier and faster. And I want to build something insane with this new limited time game mode, as there's so many things you can build so easily because you have a bunch of race choices with no interruptions. And I really want to do that, just don't know what to do. So if you have any suggestions, let me know in the comment section down below, because like the only thing I could potentially think of at first is like a castle, something like that. But one of the things I'm thinking about doing is something smaller, which is like filling like that one mill building in Tilted Towers, like the new building that's unfinished. I would think about finishing that myself, like wood, whatever, making rooms and stuff. But even then, that's not that cool. You could probably do that. Well, actually, you can't do that because so many people go into Tilted in a regular game. But it's still nothing too insane. I want to build something like really big and insane, like a castle, like a whole giant building, wood, brick, whatever. I don't know what it's going to be yet, but I do want to build maybe even like a whole city. I'm not for sure if I want to spend that much time doing that. But either way, there's so many things you can do with this new limited time game. I just cannot wait until it comes out. Then another thing you can do in this limited time game is actually get new guns and test them out as they come out. For instance, a drum gun, it's going to be coming out very soon. Definitely Playground mode will be out around the time it comes out, or sometime soon. When it comes out, you can go into Playground mode, find it very quickly from one of the chassis, something like that, and you'll be able to quickly get it and use it, test it out, see how good it actually is, and decide if you want to use that as a regular gun or not in your inventory, whatever you want to do. It's pretty cool. Plus, you can just do what quality the game mode is made for, is for practice. You can just practice by like 1v1 your friends. You can practice building, you can practice shooting, you can practice anything you want to do, just no interruptions. The possibilities with the Playground mode is pretty much endless. There's so many things you can do for it as just a regular player, as a content creator on YouTube or anywhere else. It's insane what you can do with this game mode, and like I said, I'll probably keep saying this over and over again, and I'm sure everyone else agrees with me. I cannot wait until this game mode does finally release in Fortnite without any errors, and we can finally play normally and get all the things we want done. So overall, it's a pretty amazing game mode, but there's one thing I really hate about this game mode, and it's because it's a limited time game mode. I want it to last forever. I'm sure there's a lot of people wanting this to be a permanent game mode, and hopefully somehow, some way, it does become a permanent game mode, because this is kind of like a practice mode, and that's kind of what people were calling it when it first announced. From like, I don't know, a few plus weeks ago. I made a video a while ago too when it first got announced, and I'm sure everyone wants to see this as a permanent game mode for so many reasons. So you can always be able to practice your building, shooting whatever you want, get new guns when you want. You can build whatever you want, when you want. For me as a content creator, I can make short films as easy as I want, whenever I want, as fast as I want, you know, because making short film in a regular game is really hard, but in the Playground mode is so easy to do. I really don't want to get that taken away, because when I get used to making it so easily, and I go back to like regular games for short films, it'll just be so much harder, and I really want it to last forever. I want the new limited time game mode to actually be a permanent game mode. We don't know if that's going to be happening now, as for now it's a limited time game mode, as was confirmed. Hopefully somehow, some way, to change their minds from all the feedback, eventually putting it in as a permanent game mode into Fortnite. And it might not happen at first, but maybe later, because it's a limited time game mode. But maybe when it comes back the second time with a V2, it'll come back as a permanent game mode. Not for sure, but 50v50, there's rumors of it becoming a permanent game mode, and it might actually become one, because 50v50 is like pretty much always in like the game mode section for a limited time game mode all the time. Like right now, I'm pretty sure there's 50v50 v3. As right now, you can play right now, and I really want to be able to play Playground whenever I want, and not just for like maybe a week or so. I want to play forever, and I'm sure a lot of people will agree with me on this one. So to summarize this video, what I talked about is that we're going to be getting more news regarding the Playground limited time game mode tomorrow. It's not necessarily going to release tomorrow, but Epic Games can say something about the Playground limited time game mode, like what they've been working on. I also talked about what like the game mode is itself, what you can do in it, how you can like have 100 llamas in the game, you can get so much resources so fast, friendly fire respawns, all that good stuff. You can make short films, you can 1v1 your friends, so many things you can do within this game mode. And I talked about how it could potentially be coming out no later by Wednesday the 4th, because it really has been quite some time since they actually originally released and then removed it, so hopefully no later by the 4th, or hopefully even somehow tomorrow. will have the new limited time game mode. Plus I talked about how I don't want it to be a limited time game mode, I want it to be permanent, because I'm sure everyone will agree with me, because why not have this like practice game mode where you can 1v1 your friends, make sure it films very easily, all that good stuff forever. You don't have to only use it for just a week. And that's pretty much what I talked about in this video. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to drop a like on this video and comment down below fireworks if you made it this far in the video, because I don't know, just want to see who actually watched the whole entire video. And also, if you guys are new to this channel and you want to share a play with all the Fortnite news, including whenever this gamer does release, make sure you subscribe and click the bell to notifications. But anyways, this has been JcEcho. I'll see you guys next one, and thanks for watching.